It's starting. There you go.
What's up, guys? How you doing, guys? How is everybody today?
Everybody.
Yeah, we have 11 so far. We're just gonna give them some little bit of time, guys. We're gonna give you a little bit of time to get more people in, and then we're gonna be able to start. Today is an exciting day. You're gonna be able to know how to ship your products, how to prep them. And we're gonna give you a live example. So get ready so you can get started and start prepping your product, and hopefully be able to ship whatever you source today. So Alan, tell me, how was your day, brother? How is everything with you lately? Is there anything you would like to share?
Everything's good, man. I'm excited. I've been looking a lot of people commenting and being active in the group, so that's very exciting. And I was laughing because the first product I post on on the group this week, it was a total disaster, man. I don't know what I was doing. I was very distracted, I guess, because I put a product that wasn't really a good lead. But I think after that, I've been paying good attention to making sure I have good products for you guys. So it's
So
been
that's
fun.
it's all right, brother. We know you're going through a few things at home and some stuff in the family, so we understand you've been tired, you've been sleeping really late, and all the stuff. So we understand, brother. We know you always get a good leads, good stuff. So don't worry about it, man. Don't worry about it. People understand. They don't know our personal life. We're not robots. We still have stuff behind the
Yeah.
scenes. We still have families to take care of. We have things. So sometimes we slip. We're human. We're not robots. So hey, man, you have been generating a lot of lead lists and amazing ones. So hey, one slip doesn't mean anything. But maybe when a smart person does a mistake, really counts a lot. So maybe that's why you're harsh on yourself. So don't worry about it, man. Don't worry about it.
Yes.
So,
Very.
guys, please, if you hear us, if you hear us, if you watch us, if everything clear, let us know in the chat. Let us know if everything is all right, please. Hey, Dale, what's up, Ozzy? We have Tess. Hi, everybody. Honestly, I thought the first product was a test. It was a kind of a test, um, but it's all right. Lol, me too. I thought you were testing us, playing with our feelings. We're going to be testing and playing with your feelings a lot, guys. So today we're going to address a few issues also that we see in the Facebook group. Um, it's very minor things. So we'll address them at the end to make sure that everybody it's all right. What's up, Cindy? Hi, Meryl. Um, all right, we're gonna give it one more minute, and after that, we're gonna go ahead. Um, I know it's a little bit early, but you know what? We still have a lot. So you know what? How about you guys? We jump in. Are you guys ready for us to jump in and start right away, and start giving you the good stuff? Let us know in the chat. Be active with us, guys. You still sleep? Take your coffee. Wake up. Ready, ready. All right. This is awesome. All right. Are you ready, Alan?
Yeah, let's do it, man.
All right, let's do it, guys. Let me know if you see my screen right now. Boom.
Yeah, I can see your screen now.
All right, guys. Today we're gonna start with Model 3. Model 3 is very exciting. I like this subject a lot. It's about shipping and prepping. It's usually something that people have issues with. Sometimes they make a little bit of mistakes. How to add product to your stock, or how to add the products to your Seller Central. So today that's gonna be very detailed. We're gonna give you a live example also after done. So let's go ahead and start, guys. How to add a product. There's multiple ways of adding a product. When you go to Seller Central and you go to Inventory tab, you can select Add a Product, and that's going to bring you to the next step, which is here. Actually, it's going to tell you search an Amazon catalog first, and that's where you're going to be able to take the ASIN of the product that you're trying to list and add it in the search bar. Once you add it in the search bar, you'll be able to select, press search. When you put search, the product is going to come up. It's going to tell you if you're able to sell the product or not. As you see, guys, as soon as I put my ASIN, right away it tells me sell yours, which means I'm allowed to sell it. and that's a good sign. So always make sure that you're able to sell it. Make sure that it's not restricted, it's not category restricted or gated or brand gated. So we showed you that in the last class. So pay attention to those things. I don't want you to get stuck with things, but anyways, in this business, there's nothing you can get stuck with because you always have 90 days return policy from anywhere that you buy, or 30 days, so you'll be able to return them later on if you need to. Now, step number 3, guys, you have to select, as soon as you put your ACE in, you select your search and you press sell yours, it's going to bring you to that page. This page is it's good for you to sign the condition of your product, so you'll be able to say if it's new, if it's used, if it's used like new, or whatever you need. That's where you're going to put them here. Select. So you select this. There's a drop down search bar is going to come out, and you're going to be able to select your condition of your product. We recommend that you sell a new product, and if you go to you can also sell used products, but you have to make sure that it's in a good condition. Always you want to over deliver. Don't get something that that is broken or missing piece or something. Make sure it's a good condition, that's like new, so you over deliver, you improve your seller feedback and all this good stuff. So as soon as you put your condition, you put it here, then you put the price that you want to sell it at. If you want to sell it for 20, put a 20, gauge your competition. Usually here on the top is going to tell you, hey, listen, list price 20. Then there's 3 people who are selling for new for $12.99. So you'll be able to gauge what you want to sell it at. Now, fulfillment channel is very important. This is where you're going to be able to decide if you're going to do it FBM, which is fulfilled by me, or fulfilled by merchant, which is you're going to have the product at home, and once the order comes in, you take care of everything. Or the second option, what we prefer, and I think is easiest, and that's the only, that's the most of the used method, which is fulfilled by Amazon. Fulfilled by Amazon to send all your products in. So you check the second option. I want Amazon to ship and provide customer service for my items if they sell. Now, we have the perfect SKU, guys. This is, I wish I knew that from a long time. This is the same way, the same page as before, which is here, but it's magnified, where you're going to put seller SKU. I don't think anybody was able to know, hey, what I do with this. Nobody knows, because you only see those 2 stars. They be like, you know what, I'm going to put this, conditions, your price, and the fulfillment channel, which way you want to send it. The perfect SKU, and this is actually something that my dear friend Alan came up with, and he really opened my eye on it. And I was like, oh man, I wish I knew that from a long time. So what does that mean? Called the perfect SKU. The perfect SKU meaning it's some numbers they're going to add over there to be able to know the product itself, how much you bought it at, how much you're going to sell it at, and a little bit description of the product. So let's take this example for instance. So we have the 01 is the store. Where did I buy it from? Where is it? Target, Walmart, Kmart, thrift stores, Rossi, whatever is the store is. We have a sheet. We're gonna submit it to you guys that Alan and I created. Actually Alan created, that is gonna be more. Actually, it's self-made, and we each store we have a number assigned to it. So if you have Walmart, we're gonna put 01. If we have Kmart, 02, or whatever it is, we're gonna give you that. You can make your own also to know. Just have this list next to you, and you'll be able to remember the stores. So if I have, for example, store here Walmart 01, so I'm gonna put 01. Then the date I purchased it at. I purchased on 13th of April 2017. Then I'm gonna put the price that I bought it at, which is $9.99, which is $9.99. Then the product, hey, what color or something, description. I bought it is red color. Description is small, and the buy box at the time that I bought it at. What is the buy box when I bought it? $34.99. This is very important, guys, to know the age of your product, to make sure that you don't go under the cost of the product. A lot of times you put a lot of products, you put them in, and you're not sure, hey, how much, like for example, me, sometimes before I knew this trick or this hack, I was like, I asked my wife, do you know how much we bought it from? Do you know what did you buy it from? Hey, how much was the buy box before? Because the buy box and everything's going to fluctuate, guys. It's going to go up and down. So you want to make sure that you are selling it at a good price with a good profit. You don't want to lose money, and you'll be able to remember right away once you take a look at your inventory and you look at the product. Be like, this is what I bought it from. Oh, this is the price. This is the product description. Oh, the buy box was at that time. My profit is this. Okay, you know what? I can go the lowest, $30 or $25 for me to break even. So you know how to gauge your inventory very well and be able to move them. So this is very important, guys. Pay attention to this perfect skew. It's really, really going to make your life easy, especially when you start having a lot of stock. You don't have time to go back to your receipts and looking at everything. Now, so as we said here, the perfect skew, we have a very nice design here. So basically the 01, as I said, the store number. Guys, you're going to have access to that. So don't panic. Oh, too many numbers. I need to remember them. Don't worry about it. The 02 is going to be date of purchase. This is the purchase price, 19. So here we have the 01, which is the store. Here, the date of purchase. When did I buy it? 16th of December 2016. Then here, it's how much I paid for it, which is the purchase price, $19.99. Here, detailed product example, shoe size, shirt color, and size. I bought a 6M. That's the size. And then what was the buy box, number 5, with the buy box desired price that I was hoping to sell it at, which is $79.99. It's an awesome, guys. It's very awesome. I love this. I love it. I really, really like it. Trust me, it makes your life easier. Now, so as soon as we finished from adding our prices, our perfect skew, and the cost of the product that I want to sell it at, or sorry, not the cost, what the price of the product that I want to sell it at, and creating who's gonna fulfill my order. As soon as I put Amazon, it's gonna bring me to this, and when I put continue or save, it's gonna give me to this tab. This page, what actually it is gonna tell you what do you want to do. Are you want to use Amazon barcode, or you want to use your own code, which is UPC code? Always, always, always put it with Amazon barcode. You don't want to go with the UPC code. Why? Because when you go to Amazon barcode, basically it means that you're gonna let Amazon generate a SKU, or sorry, a UPC code for your product, for your list, for your own product, for the list, for the product that you listed. So if I put a product, for example, let's say I don't know, a toy. I put it in, and Amazon is going to generate a special SKU called FSNQ, and this is make sure that this product, that it belongs to me. It's the condition that I sold it at, whatever it is. I'm responsible for everything that comes with this product. If you put UPC code, which is going to be commingled, meaning that if I sell this item, Alan sells the same item, Seth sells the same item, if we all of us send it in as a UPC code without our FSNQ, all of them, they're going to be in one pile, in one shelf. And when someone orders the item or the product through Amazon page, what happened is that whoever bought the buy box at that time, they're going to get the sale, but the product is going to be whoever the product is. It could be mine, could be Alan, could be Seth. So they're just going to go ahead to the shelf, pick up one, and send it. And you don't want to take responsibility for someone else's mistake. Maybe Alan went and he bought a product that used a broken box, a damaged box, not good condition, and then I'll take responsibility for it because I took the sale. So I don't want that to happen to me. This is the same concept in everything that you do, guys. Please make sure it's FSNQ. Make sure Amazon barcode. FSNQ is very important to label your product. Now, next, you have another way of doing it. Sorry, we added a product over there. We're done. Now we need to create a shipment. To create a shipment is easy. Once I have the product already in my inventory tab, I have them here. I'm gonna click on the. Like for example, I'm just gonna click on this product like this. Click on it. You're gonna put send replenish inventory. That's one option. Or You go to the product itself, you click on edit, and you have the same option, send or replenish inventory. Why we said the click because you can do multiple items at the same time. Click all of them, the ones that you want, maybe every other one that you want to send. I don't know what type, but it's easier. You select the ones that you need, then you go to the top tab here and say send or replenish, and it's going to be able to bring you to the next page, which the next page is going to tell you, okay, create a new shipment. Where is it going to be shipped from? You can change the address if you want it here, and then it's going to tell you individual or case packed product. For now, we're going to put individual product. Why is that? Individual products meaning if I have a box that I'm going to send the main box, the big one, the carton, the one that I'm going to buy 18 by 18 by 24, whatever the size that you're going to get. If I have this box, I'm going to put multiple products in it. I'm going to put a phone, I'm going to put a toy, I'm going to put baby products, I'm going to put home improvement, everything. Everything I'm going to have one or two items. I'm going to put them in one box. This box is going to have multiple products with multiple SKUs, that's to say individual product. But if you put case packed product, meaning I have one product, one kind of product item. If it was a Disney toy, one Disney toy, but I have 24 of them in the same box. That's when you're going to use the case packed products. I know, guys, Ellen and I, we try to teach you here, don't go deep, go wide. Meaning have multiple products, many products, 2 or 3 of each, all right, and send them in. You don't want to go get stuck with one product that you think is a winner and then end up to be a loser or something that's not going to sell at all. So I want to make sure, guys, you really succeed, because retail arbitrage is a great. So please make sure that you go wide, not deep. And even if you thought the product is very good, get the units that you want. You're worried about, hey, maybe they're gonna sell out Walmart. Maybe I'm not gonna be able to find them. Buy them, leave them at home, and send a few items only, and see how they sell. If they sell well, it's perfect. Send the rest. If it's not, return the rest of them to the store that you bought it from. Now, once I select my shipment, once I put what kind of packaging type that I want to do, select next. When you put next, this is here where it's going to show all the products that you put in. So as we selected only one, let's say I selected 10 of them, it's going to put me 10 of them here. Now, guys, when you come here, pay attention to one thing. Look at the tabs on top. Set quantity, prepared product, label products, review shipment, prepare shipment, summary. These are the steps that you're going to be following after this page. So as soon as you've done this, you're going to go up to this. After your prepared products, you go to label products. After you finish filling up everything that you need to fill up, you're going to go to the next one. So pay attention to that. So now we are at the first tab, which is set quantity. So I have my product because I selected only one, but if I select multiple, they're going to show all of them over there, and then be able to select how many units that you're sending. If I'm sending 2, let's put 2 here. So as soon as you put that, this one's going to become clickable, and then you're going to press on that to go to the next one. So click next, boom. It's going to give you to prepared products. Prepared products here is very important, guys. I want you to make sure, if it doesn't tell you here prep required, there's nothing for you to add as a special. Sometimes if you have a product, let's say for example, it happens a lot in toys. If I have a toy that it's in a box but actually doesn't have this plastic film, it's exposed, that you can touch the toy through the box. There's a lot of happens in products like Baby Life product or toy usually is open, and you have prepping. Prepping means basically I need to put it in a poly bag, a transparent poly bag, to be able to protect it. So when I send it to Amazon warehouse, I don't need to worry about dust stuff getting into it. So Amazon knows this product usually. It's open, so they can tell, hey, listen, please, there's a reminder. You need a prepping. The prepping, you'll be able to. It's going to be able to tell you what you need to do. Put it in a poly bag. Put a sticker on it to say if the poly bag is bigger than 5 inches. I want to make sure that they have a suffocation warning. That means a suffocation warning where it says, hey, this product, this plastic bag is not a toy. Make sure that you keep it away from kids so they don't get choked, and don't play with it and all the stuff. So look, you have an option that you can do it yourself. We have some Alan is gonna post in the Facebook group some of those items where you can find them. You can find them on Amazon. It doesn't happen often, guys, that you need prepping. It's very, very few products. But if you had to, you can do it. But also that second option, which is you can, guys, instead of you doing them yourself, you can send it to Amazon and they can do it for you for a small fee. Usually, if you say prep required, it's going to say, okay, let Amazon do it. It's going to be here, someone tap, let Amazon do it, and they're going to charge you a few cents on it. So it's you and what do you think it is. Amazon, retail arbitrage, usually the margins are a little bit higher. I mean, they're high. You have a space. You can sacrifice 50 cents or something like that just to be able to save some time instead of going out there and getting all the stuff that you need to prep it. It's very, very. It doesn't happen that often, guys. So let's say here there's nothing, no prepping. Now labels products is very important. This is where you're gonna, when we selected the Amazon barcode, that's where it's gonna come handy now. Here, that's where we're gonna print the Amazon FS&Q barcode. That's the one that we're gonna put it on the product. Now, here, guys, says who applies to all? Is it merchant or Amazon? As we want to put merchant, we want to save this 20 cents because Amazon can do it for you guys, but for 20 cents. You send the product in, and they will put the label for you for 20 cents. So it's up to you. You want to let them do it, you can go ahead and let them do it. But if you want to save the 20 cents and you do it by yourself to learn the process, it's easy. So you put it as merchant. You put how many labels you need, how many products you have. 3. I'm going to put 3. 3. Then print labels is going to be downloaded as a PDF. Then you can print it and you can label them. Last week we have shared with you guys the supplies that you need. One of them is this labels, the small labels. They come in, I'm not sure, I forgot, I think 32 counts or something like that. You get them, you print them, and you stick them in. Here, you have only one product. If you have multiple, you can put the ones that you need. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 6, 7. This one have 2. This one have 3. This one have 3. You put them at the end. It's gonna print all of them for you in one sheet. So, labels products. Now the next one is gonna be review shipment. So I click on it. It brings me to review shipment. I approved it. I went next. So now, here is gonna tell me the destination where the product is gonna be sent out to. Usually it's going to be, I mean, not usually, sometimes it goes with multiple warehouses that you have a product. So don't package them before you make sure you reach to this stage. You don't want to, I did that multiple times, and it was really frustrating for me to unpack everything. So you want to make sure that leave the products out there and see how many boxes. So don't pack them all in one box. Because what I did, I had one box carton, I put everything in. I was like, oh, it's going to go to one warehouse. And then when I found out that it was going to 2 warehouses, so I had to unpack, untape everything, take the products that is supposed to go to the other warehouse, create another box. So make sure that the items that you need is going to one warehouse or multiple before you start packing. And as you see here, guys, the units, the SKUs, how many units are going to this warehouse? How many is going to the other one? If there was another one, and how would you know which ones? It's going to do few shipment. It's going to tell you which one is going to which Amazon warehouse. So now we've done this. We know everything here. Boom. We go to approve shipment. Now you're working on a shipment. Here is going to tell you all the destination and the warehouses. So if you have multiple of them, you're going to work one at a time. So now we have only one. So let's say work on shipment. Now it's going to go to the next one, which is prepare shipment. Click prepare shipment. And here we're actually going to review your product and make sure that you are that you're filling all the data that you need or the space is right. So here's going to tell us what is going to be shipped to. It's going to be shipped to Amazon, LLC, whatever, all done, Charlotte, NC. The shipment content is 1 unit, 1 SKU. Is going to tell me processing fee, how much. Here at the end, it's going to tell you how much it's going to be. You know what I mean? It's going to tell me, okay, I did the prepping. I let them do my FSNQ labels. Everything's going to tell me how much it's going to be. So that's it. He's going to tell you how, what was created and when was updated. So I can create a shipment, but I can work on it maybe the day after. Maybe I was waiting for one product or something. I want to finish the ones that I have right now. So I finished this one. I mean, I just looked at it. There's nothing to do here. Review shipment content. Here is going to tell me the shipping service. What kind of shipping service you need? Small parcel delivery, which is usually that's what we need. And then you have less than a truckload, which is usually some kind of pallets. Us, we're going to do with small cartons. So we're going to put small parcel delivery. And then we're going to choose our deeply discounted shipping with easy tracking. So this is two companies. Before it was only one company, which is UPS. They were partnered with Amazon, and they were giving a deep discount for their services. So as what we're doing, we're using their account to be able to get that deep discount when we send our products to them. Now there's another company who joined them, which is FedEx, and I think you guys know that, but I just want to mention it. So FedEx did the same thing as UPS, since they saw UPS is making a lot of money. So it's like, you know what, FedEx, let's get in. And now you have two services. You can choose which one is more convenient for you, which one is closer to your home. If you have UPS store closer to your house, you go with UPS. If you have FedEx, you go with FedEx. Usually, I like to drop my boxes to the store, to the courier, to FedEx or UPS, only to their store, and they take care of everything. I know that some of them, they can come to your. You can call them, tell them, hey, listen, I have a shipment. They can come at the specific time and pick up the products from your house. I have never done it. I always bring them, but so you guys can get more information on that if you needed to. So next, here, guys, we have at number 3, shipping tracking. So what we're going to do here is going to tell us what you want to do. Is everything in one box? Yes, everything is in one box. If you have multiple, you can put multiple boxes. If I have a lot of items and there are 3 or 4 boxes, I'm just going to select how many boxes. And each box is going to tell me what's the size of the box and what's the weight of the box. This one, the one item, so that's why they said they knew already it's $5 because, hey, it's only one item. You're not going to do it in, you're not going to put it in 18 by 18 by 24 box. A huge one is going to be a small item, so they know it's going to be small. So they already selected. But when you come here, it's going to tell you, hey, what's the size of the box? You can mention it, 18 by 18 by 24. How many pounds? You're going to put the pound, and that's it. Boom. Select, confirm, done. It's going to tell you how much is you're going to be charged. Guys, I don't care. There's no way there's any place that can compete with Amazon's deep discount shipping services. The offer they give us is amazing. Makes it so easy for us. It's very cheap. Makes us save money. So always use their shipment. Use their services. So as you see here, $5 is one item. I tell you, I used to send around 18 by 18 by 24 box, almost 43 pound, 45 pound. It used to cost me around 18 bucks, 17 bucks. You know how many products in there? Maybe it cost me 20, 30 cents, 40 cents at tops, each unit extra for shipping, which is nothing. So once I'm here, once I'm done, what I'm going to do, I'm going to print my box labels. These are the big labels where they're going to show, they're going to be 2 labels. One of them is going to be for UPS tracking for their warehouse inside of UPS or FedEx. And the second one is going to be FBA label, which is going to be where Amazon, once the package or the carton hit their warehouse, they'll be able to say, hey, listen, this FBA, we know what's in it. This is for this guy, for Saad or Alan shipment, and you'll be able to process it from there. So don't forget to print that. So you have 2 labels to print. One of them is going to be FSNQ. That's you're going to put in each product. And the second one is going to be the shipping labels, where you're going to put it on the box at the end when you put everything in, tape it, and you put the labels in. So, guys, you've done this. You have your print labels. Everything is done. What you do, complete shipment. Once you create that, that's it, done. That means you notified Amazon, hey, by the way, guys, you're getting my products, so you can sell them, so I can make money. So that's it. Now we're gonna be creating a live shipment. Alan, I hope you're ready to rumble, and let's bring the mic to you, brother.
Yes, I'm here.
All right. Hold a second. Let me just start. We can answer them at the end. So, you ready, Alan?
I'm ready, man. I
All
have
right, brothers.
150 boxes that we're gonna do process today. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, imagine. Let's do it together. You know what? You should do it to the students. Do one each.
Now we're gonna do two items that I have on my shipment, and I just want to make sure we gave you all the slides and all the explanation step by step. But I think it's also a good idea to do it in live, so you can see, go back to the video, watch everything, and still, if you have any questions, we'll be able to answer them on the group. But let me share my screen so we can work on that. See my screen now?
Yes, brother, you're good. So, you go ahead, man, and you do it.
All right. So just before I start, one of the nice things I like about the SKU that I share with you guys is because, for example, right here on my pending orders, I know what kind of inventory I'm selling. For example, this one is store number 40. I bought it January 1st for $35.36, and I already sold it. This is another one that I have from October 2016. So, that one took a little bit of time to sell. And then I have one that I just sent June 8th, and today is June 24th. So this one sold within, a few weeks. So I can just come here and I can see, what kind of inventory I'm selling. Also, if I go to my inventory, I know what kind of inventory I have active, and I don't have to go back and forth, looking for that information or where I bought it or when I purchased the inventory. So you can have all that data right here, and you can add, whatever information you want, to be able to have everything on one screen when you're working. So when we're gonna do these two items right here. I have the ASIN number, and I have the price I bought it for, and then the store that I bought it for. So we're gonna do these two items. So the first thing you're gonna do is come to inventory, add product, and I'm just gonna skip this. So you put your ASIN or your UPC code, or if you have a scanner hooked up, you can just scan the barcode, and it's gonna put the information right here, search the catalog, and it's gonna give you this window. You already, before you purchase your inventory, you already know that you can sell this product, so you shouldn't have any listing limitations here. You should be able to sell it. But in case you have it, that means that maybe Amazon changed this listing to restricted. So, you're not gonna be able to sell it. But in this case, I know I can sell it. So once I put my ASIN, it came up right here. I know it's a 10.5 US. And so I'm gonna sell mine. And that's gonna open another window where I can see all the information for that product. I'm gonna tell them that I'm gonna sell it for the list price right now. So I'm gonna sell it for $79.95. Everything, most of the stuff that I sell now, it's new, but sometimes, we find something that it's old or something that it's, around the house that we can send. So we can, we have we can sell used. In this case, for shoes, clothing, all that, you have to sell it new. And then you always want to make sure you select the second option, which is the FBA option. You want Amazon to ship and provide all the customer service for all your items. So you want to select the second option most of the time, unless you have an FBM item. But we already talked about that earlier. But most of my stuff, it's going to the warehouse, so I choose the second option. And here is that if I just leave this blank, Amazon is gonna, assign a number for me. but I want to make sure I have something here that it makes sense for me. So I'm gonna say this is an Amazon flip that I found. Hold on. It's an Amazon flip, so I just put Amazon flip, and then I put today's date. It's 06/24/2017. I bought it for $39.98. $39.98, and I don't put the dollar symbol or the dot between for the cents. I just put the total amount, and then I put in this case I'm gonna put the size of the shoe, 10.5. I don't put the point. I just put 10.05, 105. I know that that's the 10.05, and then I put medium. If it was something else, you can put here, a color, or you can put here, the model number, whatever helps you identify the item. Most of the time, it's gonna be if it has any variation, you can put the variation here. And then I'm looking at a buy box right now of $79.95. So I put that, and that usually helps me. Once I sell the product, if I had to reduce the price to be able to sell it faster, I know that if I end up selling this for, let's say, $73, I know that I started at 79, but I went down on the price because I wanted to compete with other sellers, and I wanted to sell it faster. So that's why I have the buy box over here. So with that number, that I have most of the information for that product, and then I save that and continue. And once after I save it, Amazon is going to ask me if I want to use Amazon barcode or if I want to use the manufacturer barcode. So we're always going to use Amazon barcode. We want to make sure that we have control of that. So we choose Amazon barcode and save it. And usually, once you save your item, it's gonna ask you to start the shipment. In this case, we don't want to start the shipment because we want to add 5, 10 items. So we're gonna add one by one first, and then we're gonna start the shipment. So I go back, I close that window, and I go back and I add my second product. So I do the same procedure. I look for the product. It's this product, so I sell mine. That one was $49.50. Right now it's selling for $169.95. It's new. It's I'm gonna choose Amazon FBA, and then I put right here Amazon. That's the store number or the store name, 06/24/2017. And then I put, what was it, $49.50. The size, it's gonna be 6B. And the buy box is $169.95. And on this one, you can see right here that there's something else that Amazon is it's asking right here. And this is new. I don't know exactly why. But I think it's because I had sold this item. Actually, no. Can you see right here? It's telling me that I already have this listing on other markets. If I want to use the same SKU, but in this case, it's because I have this listing listed in the Mexico catalog, so I don't want to use the same listing because this one I bought it on December 7th. So I don't wanna, I don't wanna use the same SKU. So I say no. I wanna use a separate SKU. And sometimes they're gonna ask you if you already have the same SKU or the same product. They will ask you something like that. So I'll say no, and I just save and finish. I tell them I wanna use Amazon barcode. Save that, and I could start the shipping process right here, but that's gonna include only one item. So I wanna close this, and I'm gonna go to my inventory. And now that I come to my inventory, you'll see that I have my 2 items right here. So if you're gonna list, 10, 15 items, you're gonna add one by one, and then you're gonna come here to your inventory. You're gonna have a list of all your items. You select the ones that you wanna work on the shipment, if it's 10 or if it's 5. In this case, we're gonna select these 2, and then we're gonna tell them that we want to send or replenish our inventory. So we click on that option. It's gonna ask you if you have 2 items, if you wanna continue. So I click continue, and then it's gonna ask me if this is gonna be an Amazon FBA. If you didn't select that option, it might give you the option right here so you can convert it. In this case, I chose FBA, so it says no conversion required. I know I'm using the barcode, Amazon barcode, so I click send inventory, and that's gonna start the whole prep and replenish process. So I'm gonna create a new shipment. It's coming from my house. It's individual products. We don't have, most of the time we're gonna have individual products because we're doing retail arbitrage. We don't have like 100 of one item. So we're just gonna say individual products. We're gonna continue, and then we're gonna go through these steps right here. The first one, it's asking me how many of each product I have. In this case, I only have 1 of each. If you have 3 of one item, this is where you put how many items you have of each ASIN. So in this case, I'm gonna put 1 and 1, total of 2 items. And then we're gonna continue. And here it only tells you that, you need to prep, you need to make sure everything is in good condition. If you need poly bags or if you need anything else, it's gonna give you all the information right here so you can prep accordingly. Once you have everything ready, you just continue. And here is gonna ask you who's gonna print the labels. You could have Amazon print the labels and they charge you like 20 cents per label, but I always want to print my own labels because I want to make sure I put the labels on the box and I make sure that there's no confusion. Sometimes it could happen that if you let them do it, and there's a mistake, you don't really know about it until somebody complains. So I always choose merchant. So I do want to print my labels, and then I go here and I print my labels. So that's going to generate a PDF document for you. We can open this document, and this is basically the 2 labels. If we had 30 items, it's going to fill up the whole page, and you can use the labels, the 30 on one page labels. So you're going to print these, and this one has all the information that identifies your product, and you get the credit when they sell it. And this is what they're going to use to scan it to get it on your inventory. And when you sell it, that's what they're going to use to put it on the order and send it to your customer. So you want to make sure these labels are on your boxes. So that's why I want to always put them. So I'll print these, and then I'll put them on the box, and then I close this one. And once I have my labels on my boxes, I click continue. And that's going to bring me to the next step that is going to, I'm going to be able to review where is Amazon asking me to send the product. Now, sometimes when you have 15, 20 items, Amazon might tell you send 10 items to this warehouse and 5 items to this warehouse and the other 10 to this other warehouse. So you might have to end up doing 3 different boxes, 1 for each warehouse. And that's the way Amazon wants all the products to send, and that's the best way to do it. There's a setting, and I was talking to somebody on the group yesterday. There's a setting where you can put, I want to send everything to just one warehouse, and then if Amazon wants it on a different warehouse, they'll do it internally, and they can move my inventory around. And it sounds like a pretty good idea. The only thing that we don't read on the small print is that when you have that option enable, basically what you're saying is I just want everything easy. I'm gonna send everything to one warehouse, and then you take care of distributing everything around, but Amazon is going to charge you for all those shipments within warehouses, within fulfillment centers. So even if it says right here on your shipment that you're going to get charged $5, you end up paying $40, $35 for the whole thing, because you have that option enabled. So I have that option disabled. I do my own. I send different shipments to different warehouses the way Amazon asks me. And then if Amazon needs product, if Amazon needs to move product around, they're gonna do it, because they want to make sure they have the product where they're selling more. But they won't charge you for that, because they're deciding at that point. They're deciding we want to move 2 items to Texas, or they'll move it, and they won't charge you anything unless you tell them that you wanna have the easy option, and they'll charge you. So that's very important to know. I learned by experience at the beginning, because I had that option on, and I was getting charged $40-50 for each shipment. And then I learned to turn that off, and then it's a little bit harder at the beginning, because you have to do 2-3 boxes for different warehouses, but that's going to save you a lot of money. So in this case, we're just going to send these 2 items to this one warehouse. So I'm going to approve that. And now that it's approved, I already have an ID number, and I'm going to work on that shipment. So basically, now that we already put the labels on the product, we already know which warehouses we're going to send. They're going to tell you right here. There's going to be 3. If it was going to 3 different warehouses, you have to work on each warehouse separately. So you come to this warehouse, and it'll tell you which items you're going to send to this warehouse. You put those on a box. You weight that box to make sure to know what's the weight on the box, and then you fill out this information. And you can preview here the items that are going on this box, and then you still have another option to print your labels here. But at this point, you should already have all your labels on your boxes and everything. So the second item or section is going to be deciding which service you're going to use to send the item. And for the most part, we only use small parcel, which is the first option right here. And I started using UPS since the beginning. Now they added FedEx, and it's pretty much the same fees. I really haven't done anything with FedEx, because I have my UPS store 5 minutes from my house, and I just use UPS all the time. It's going to ask you if you're sending 25 items on this shipment to this warehouse. It's going to ask you if you can fit everything in one box. You're going to put everything it's in one box, and it's going to give you the option to continue. But if you have 25 items and you have 3 boxes in total, then you're going to use the other options, which is, in this case, we're going to use the third option, which is more than 1 SKU per box, and you can have up to 15 boxes on one shipment to do that. And this is going to be different SKUs, all mixed items, unless you want to use 1 SKU per box, or more than 1 SKU per box, more than 15 boxes. So if I usually use the third option, which is total of maximum of 15 boxes. And that's gonna tell you how many boxes you're gonna use, and they're gonna ask you which items you're gonna use per box. So you have to confirm right here how many boxes. Let's say we have 3, so you confirm, and then it's gonna tell you the weight and the dimensions for each box. In this case, because they know I only have 2 items and I put 3 boxes, they're not pretty much letting me do that. So I'm gonna put it's only everything is in one box. They asked me the weight of the box, so I'm gonna put 5 pounds, and they ask dimensions, but on UPS they're based on weight, so you don't really, dimensions don't really matter that much. But you want to tell them, you know, what's the size of your box. So in this case, I can probably say, well, you measure your boxes, and let's say this box is 12 by 6 by 5. So I confirm that, and then based on the weight and the dimensions, they're gonna give you the shipping charges. So you calculate that, and here they're gonna say, for this box, it's a 5-pound box, we're gonna charge you $4.74. So one recommendation I usually give people is try to do your shipments at least 5 units or more. That way, for example, if you do, if this box had 5 units and you're getting charged $4.74 divided by 5 units, you're paying pretty much 95 cents per item on shipping. Let's say in this case that we have only 2 items and we're getting charged $4.74, we're paying $2.37 per item on shipping. So that's that $2.37. You're gonna have to add that to your cost of goods. So you know it's very hard to spend $2.37 for one item on shipping. It's gonna eat your profits pretty fast. So I recommend to do 5-10 units per shipment. That way, even if they split up the shipments to different warehouses, once you do your total charge per shipping divided by the units, it's gonna give you, most of the time it's gonna give you 90 cents, $1. $1 is something decent, and sometimes if you send a lot of stuff, you can get charged 50, 60 cents per unit, which is gonna be the best, the ideal option for you. So in this case, I'm just gonna agree with that. And once I agree and I accept the charges, they're gonna charge that to my account, to my balance. They're not gonna send you a charge for $4.74. They're just gonna add it to your balance, and at the end of the cycle, they're gonna deduct all your shipping charges from your balance, and they'll give you the difference. So now that I accepted this, I have the option to print my box labels, and this is gonna be what you're gonna put outside your box. It's gonna be two big labels on one page, half a page each. One is going to be used for the UPS store that has all your information, where's the box going, and the other one is going to be what Amazon is going to use at the fulfillment center to know, this box is coming from you. It has to be credited to your account, and they put it on the proper place. So you print this on the labels, and I already posted all the tools needed. Those are basic tools, and that includes a link to Amazon to buy these kind of labels, and also the 30 on one page labels that you can use to print this. You can print it on a regular piece of paper and just tape it up, but the shipping labels, you just put them in there, and they are ready to go. So once you print out your labels, you're ready. You just complete your shipment, and that's pretty much it. You can work on the next shipment if you have 2 or 3 different warehouses. But once you finish, you can come here to your inventory, manage FBA shipments, and you'll see all your shipments right here. If they're ready to go, if they already got to the store, if they're closed, if they're processing, they'll give you all the status right here. And for example, I'm going to show you this one right here, so you can see the kind of shipping you can pay when you have a lot of units. Like in this example, I have 42 units. So the total shipping I pay for that, including all the boxes and everything, was $55.05. So if you put 55.05 divided by 43 units, I'm paying $128 per unit. And that's about normal. You don't want to pay more than $2 on one shipment, but some of them are really, really good. Like this one, let me see. This one is 66 units, and I paid $38.60. So $38.60 divided by 66 units. I'm paying 58 cents per unit on this one. So this one had one shipment to Indiana, one shipment to Doraville, one shipment to Indianapolis. Oh no, I'm sorry. This one had this box, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 boxes that were going on that shipment. So even if I if they divided the shipments, I'm paying 35 cents per item. So that was pretty good. So that's pretty much how you do shipments, and then you can keep track of all your shipments right here. The ones that are they're receiving, the ones that are closed, pending, and then the ones that are on their way. And you can select here working, in transit, at the fulfillment center, and then close. So I think that's it for shipping, man.
All right, this is awesome, man. That was very, very, very good, very informative. I hope people really enjoy it. I mean, this doesn't get any more detailed than that, guys. It's very, very, very detailed. So hopefully after this webinar, you'll be able to start creating a shipment and start shipping your products that you source during the week. So let's go ahead. I'm going to share my screen. Let's finish off because we don't have much time. So let's go. Can you see me?
Yes, I can see the screen.
All right, guys. So we finished creating a live shipment. Now, guys, this is the list that we're talking about that has 51 retailers or outlets or whatever it is, that product sourcing options. So number 1 was Walgreens, number 2, and go on. This one that you have it right now on the in your with this slide, so you'll be able to download it, and if you want to follow it. If you have another way of organizing, or you want to rename them or something like that, it's up to you. But that's the one that we follow. It's easier for us. So, guys, I would like to introduce the lead list service and 15 days trial. This is a lead list that we created that basically we're going to be able to give you a lead list. These leads, basically, they're going to come 3 days a week. Each list is going to have 10 products in it. And these are already well-researched items that already have a good rank, already have a good return on your on the investment, has a very good net profit. So these are the things that the lead list. The lead list comes in two types. But for now, as you see, guys, we post them in a private group for you Monday, Wednesday, Friday between 10 a.m. and 12 p.m. Eastern time. So in the morning, you'll be able to get those lists, and every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. These are very, very intensive research goes into them just to be able to get them. We have multiple VAs, virtual assistants, that help us find those products, that we work with them very closely. Alan he has his own process that he really likes. We don't he doesn't share it with anybody, and we don't expect him to do so. It's something that we hired a virtual assistant with under his supervision. We're able to get all these products. So it's Monday, Wednesday, Friday between 10 and 12 p.m. The return on investment is going to be 14% and plus, so minimum for 40%. The minimum profit is going to be $8 on your purchase, and the rank is going to be between the 1% and the 2% of the specific category. As you know, guys, when I give you the general rule of the rank goes like, oh, 50, 100,000. This is just a general rule for you to have when you're in the store. But within the 1 to 2%, it's always the rank is going to be different depending on the category and how many items in that catalog or in that category is going to fluctuate. Maybe the 1% in baby is 100,000, where in industrial scientific maybe it's 20,000. So it's all fluctuates. So don't think, oh, 100,000, what happened here? Yeah, but no, because the category itself is huge. So the 1%, the rank is bigger as well. So it's going to be mixed category, mostly ungated. This is something that we're not going to promise. Please, you're not going to have all of them. They're going to be ungated. Some of them you're not going to be able to list. I think there's a guy mentioned in the Facebook group, hey, I have 2 products I wasn't able to list. Yes, it doesn't mean that he cannot list them, that you cannot. Usually it all depends from one account to another. Some people will be able to list them, some people are not. But you have 10 of them. If you're able to get a lot of them from that list, 6, 7, 8, or 5, 6, 7, 8 items from them, this is a very good way of getting started. And you're gonna have them 3 times a week, which is gonna have a lot of items that you're gonna need to source. So you don't expect to have them all sourced. Even me, until now, when I get the list, I'm not. There's a lot of categories that I'm not able to sell in, but I just move on, go to the ones that I think is good, the one that I can source, and I just sell them. So please, those comments that if you want to have it in Facebook, we already explained it here. So you're gonna have most of them. We have a lot of people who are already rolled into that service, and they've been using it, and they have been renewing their subscription on monthly basis. So, multiple sourcing retail and online stores. What's nice about the list is going to be all about stuff that you can go ahead and source them from retailer, but at the same time, we're going to give you the link where you can already go and find them online. So you can buy them online, and then you can get them shipped to your house, and then send them to Amazon. But if you sometimes if it's sold out on online, what you can do, you can go to the store and see if they have some items and pick them up by yourself after work or after dinner or something like that. It's up to you. Now, guys, we're gonna give you a 15-day trial for free. It's gonna start from that week. We're gonna give you every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. We're gonna give you the lead list. It's gonna be in our group. It's for you. Go ahead and source the product, source the ones that you can, and it's going to show you that yes, you can find a product, yes, it's profitable, yes, you're going to get a quick return on your investment, a good leads that you can go ahead, because a lot of people say, I cannot find a product. I'll tell them, no, we can't find a product, but you're not looking hard enough. So this is a very, very good service. You can enroll in it. You will get the first 2 weeks for free, and after the month, if you want to renew, you can renew. There's any conditions or anything attached to it. So it's pay as you go. Basically, you pay for the month. It's good. It's renewable. But if you say stop, we stop. But it's very useful. Why we created this lead list? It's mostly because we know people who are doing retail arbitrage usually have another job. They work on something. They already have work. They're trying to get into Amazon Amazon platform, and this is for them to say, like, you know what, if I don't have time to go and source stuff or go to the retailers, hey, I can do it. I have the list. I can go set 1 day or 2 days, go ahead, pick them up and come back. It's gonna save you a ton of time, and that's what we need, saving time, guys. Your time is very, very valuable. So with this one, it makes it easy and makes you go ahead. Yeah, sorry.
Can I just add something on that?
Yes, for sure.
One thing I recommend people is that I try to give you the items only, like if I give you one item, sometimes people say, well, the item is out of stock already. But one thing I recommend is that that item, you can check different, other sizes or other variations, other colors, and you can find a lot of stuff. Just from one lead, you can find a lot of stuff, even if it's not that specifically that it's on the list. And the other thing is that if you find an item that is restricted, you can keep looking, and you can go, you can kind of from that item go and look for similar items that are not restricted for you. because not everybody has the same restrictions. So it's, you know, it's hard to say everybody's going to be restricted on this item. But you know, you can at least you have one idea of something that is selling very good. You can, that gives you an idea of what items are selling on that category. You can expand your search and do it a little bit faster to find other products. We have one person yesterday that did that, you know, and he ended up buying other stuff. So I know that works, and for some people it's gonna, you know, they want all the items to be unrestricted, or all the items to be on, be able to buy. And sometimes it's hard, but we try to get the best deals so we can post them in there. And the other thing I was gonna say is I'm gonna post. I'm just waiting for Seth to give me the links so I can post it on the group. As soon as I have the links so you can register, I'll put them on the group, and you can register there. It's gonna give you the first 15 days free, and then it's gonna start charging $1.99 per month. But if you don't, you know, after 14 days, if you don't want to keep paying, if you don't want to keep on the membership, just let Seth know so they can take you off, and you know, you won't be charged for anything. But we need you to register, you know, if you want to get the 2 free weeks, so I can add you to the group, because this Monday I'm gonna, you know, I want to have everybody that is in the group on that. I mean, that is on the list on that group, so I can start posting Monday on that list.
Absolutely, absolutely, man. That's a great point, man. I really appreciate it for clarifying that. Yes, you're right. Usually, guys, that's what we're talking about. In the beginning, you don't know. That's why you cannot find products, because you're always going all over the place, going all over the store, trying for liquidation. So this is the same concept. When you start finding your niche, if he tells you, hey, listen, this is a product in home improvement is working very well, so you start looking in that niche more, and you'll be able to find more products, more than what we gave you. And that's how you maximize and find your own niche and be able to find more products. It's from one lead, you can get you to many leads. But these are, we're trying to do our best to give you everything we can. There's no way that we can say, hey, new sellers, they have only they are approved in this, or the people who have been there for 2 years, they are ungated in this. We cannot, because it fluctuates from one person to another. But it's a great lead. We have many members that sign up for it. They love it. They always re-sign, and it's an amazing lead. So this sourcing lead that you're gonna be enrolled in, as Alan said, it's gonna be the first 15 days for free. You don't need to pay anything. Once you want to cancel after the 2 weeks, just say cancel, and you're good to go. There's nothing into it more. This sourcing leads is going to be in retail arbitrage and online arbitrage products only. It's not going to include the Amazon flips. The Amazon flips they were talking about, usually the Amazon lead list, Amazon flips, which is going to be clothing, and Amazon flips shoes, available for $1.99 per month. If anyone's interested in Amazon flips, it's going to be the same thing, but this is not going to be included in it. Amazon flips, basically, that you're going to buy product from Amazon themselves in their website and sell it back again at a higher price. You buy it when it's low and you sell it when it's high. So this is a different type of lead list. But the one we're going to offer is the retail arbitrage and the online arbitrage lists. So
we're going to have a training for Amazon flips, I think next week.
Well, this is the bonus one. Actually, we're going to give you one Amazon flips. This is the one that's going to be in 2 weeks. After the 2 weeks, hopefully we're going to give you one list for you guys to try out. They're very hard to get, so that's why we cannot give you a full week. And we want to make sure that we give you one just for you guys to try it out, see if it's something it's suitable for you, something that is good for you. And also I wanted to mention that if you wanted to get the two lists, the Amazon flips list and the other one, which is retail and online lead list, if you get them, both of them, instead of $1.99 each, it's going to be $3.49 if you do both of them together. So that's another option. But this is not for now. Now you cannot do Amazon flips. Only you're going to be able to retail online. Once you finish the course, you'll be able to sign up for both of them. Now, guys, for tomorrow, we'd like you to prepare very well, because tomorrow is not going to be much material in it. It's all about you guys going, sourcing today, finding products. Let us know if it's good or not. So tomorrow's going to be live product critique examples. You're going to provide us with the products that you want us to tell you our opinion and how they're going to do, if it's good or not. So it's important. Second, what I want to see for tomorrow, please, 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 when you put your examples that I want us to review, make sure they are from Seller Central or something that we can see. We can see the rank. We can see how much you paid for it. What's the FBA? What's the gross gross net? How much you're gonna make out of it? All this stuff. We want to know this information. Don't leave us an ace and like, go ahead, look for it. We don't have, we cannot go do that. If you do that for every time, we're going to stay there forever. We want to make sure that you give us the information and we'll be able to give you our opinion. As you know, we have a lot of things in our hands and would like to help you, but make it easier a little bit for us so we can help you better. So please make sure that when you scan the product, and if you have this one from Seller Central, is a free app, as you know, guys, just let us know. Get a screenshot, as we did here, and we'll be able to tell you if it's good or not. Let us know how much you paid for it, and we'll tell you, hey, listen, this is a good product or not, why it's good, why it's not, and tomorrow, that's where we're going to go with everything. If you are out in the store, we need a screenshot of the Amazon Store app info and items 3 and 4, price you're buying it at, any other details you can rank Amazon price. So let us know what kind of rank or anything. I mean, everything is already on the screen. It's got 10 million million words, so 1,000 words. What's a photo tells them 1,000 words, something like that. So make sure you really mention, post the picture. It makes it easier for us. And in this way, we're gonna have all the information we need to analyze it. So guys, we're done with our webinar for today. We went over the time. I really wanted to make it shorter for you guys to go, but there's a lot of material that I wanted to make sure we cover, both of us. So now I want to stop. All right. All right, guys. So now we're going to take some questions. So let's start. Alan, this Cindy is asking, is there a limit to the length of the SKU in the box? I think you mentioned it.
Yeah, I think it's 50 characters, and I'm sorry I misspelled characters. It's 50 characters that you can put, but I'll probably use half of them, or a little bit, like 30 characters or something like that.
Absolutely. Jay says, Sad, any chance any of leads will be Canada specific? No, all of them are .com and based in the US. For the Canadian market is a little bit, as we were explaining a little bit, is there's a lot of fluctuations, especially it's been now a few months that the Canadian market is a little bit not as strong as it used to be. But if you want to find products right away, you can go to the stores. We have many stores that you can go to: Canadian Tire, you can go to Farmer Pre, you can go to Jean Coutu, you can go to Walmart, Toys R Us, go to Sears. These stuff that you can go and start scanning. And the products that we're gonna give, for example, you have 15 days trial. You'll be able to find some products that, yeah, you know what, if it sells well in the US, most likely you'll be able to find them in Canada that also will sell very well. So you can go ahead and find them, and you can find those products. So it's for free, man, the list. So go ahead, sign up for it, get the list, and go through them, see if you can find something in the Canadian market. For the Canadian market, guys, I just wanted to emphasize, because I don't want to leave my Canadian fellas alone. Listen, get anything that below 50,000 PSR. Don't go anything higher than that. So I don't know. I think Amazon is doing a lot of overhaul for the Canadian market platform. So that's why I think the sales are a little bit slow. Even me, I'm feeling the same thing. So hey, man, just keep at it, man. See, and also Dollarama if you want to check. Go ahead, Alan, if you have anything.
On that point, you can try and see if you can find. You can use the list as a base to start looking for Canada items. But I'm gonna tell you something. I have for the list service. Most people is gonna try to sell on the US, because right now everybody can sell on the US, and The only thing you have to do is, find a good prep center that you like, and we already have a resource, a list of prep centers on the group. Just talk to a few of them, see if you like them, if you can work with them, and you can start buying and sending to them directly. They'll process everything, they'll prep it, and they'll send it to your account on FBA. I do have clients for the list. I have customers from Brazil. I have customers from Spain. We have customers from the UK, from Canada, and they're all doing online arbitrage, sending straight to the prep center and from the prep center to the Amazon US. So don't limit yourself to, I only have to sell on Canada or UK because this is where I live. Take advantage that the US is a big market and we're able to sell. And the prep center is not going to be expensive. It's going to be $1.25 per item that you're going to end up spending. So, even if you have to look for items that pay you 20, 25 bucks profit, try to look for those because that way you can have margin to cover your prep center's expenses. But I have people from Costa Rica, Mexico, everywhere doing online arbitrage, and it's just the best option for people that is outside the U.S.
And you're right, Alan. Actually, I'm looking into it right now because, as you guys know, I'm traveling. And I'm gonna start doing it right now. So it's another kind of source of income. So why not? I'm gonna start doing it right now. But I've been busy a bit with my private label. I'm trying to. I have a lot of products I'm launching, so I'm getting a little bit busy with that. Especially with visiting family after 3 years or 2 years and a half, it's very hard. Everyone wants to see me as if I'm a big shot. So hey, so I'm gonna enjoy that a bit, feel special, and then I'm gonna get into it right away. So yeah, Alan, that's a great advice, brother. Very good. Ozzy is asking, doesn't matter when you create a listing and when Amazon gets the product. Ozzy, you're not creating a listing. You are just listing under this a listing that already exists. So you're gonna find a listing that already has a rank, and you're just gonna list your product under it. As we showed you, you're gonna put the ASIN, and from the ASIN you'll be able the ASIN of the product that you want to sell in, and then you just list your product under. Alan J is asking, okay, so I can buy items in the US and ship to Prep Center.
Yes.
Yes, absolutely. You buy the product from Amazon, from retailer, from Walmart.com, for example, or from Walmart, and ship it to the prep center, and the prep center will be able to prep it for you, put FSNQ, put it in a box, and ship them right away to Amazon warehouse. They're gonna charge you $1, $1.25, $1.50, depending on the item, but usually it's around the $1, $1.25. Yes. So I think he's asked. Alan, who was the guy? I think was Isaac. He was asking for it. Isaac Green.
Yeah, I did post a list of prep centers on the group. It's not mine. I just put the link for the website that I got it from. And I have used 2 prep centers from there, but one of them closed. That's why I'm not using them anymore. And the other one, I didn't have a good experience with the person because, he will receive one item and ship it, and I was paying like $5 for one item. So that's why I was saying on the group, the list is right there. Talk to a few people, 2, 3 people. Tell them, ask them how they work, and see if you connect with them, because somebody that connects with me might not have the same experience. So you have to talk to them, see what the service are, how much they charge. And whoever you feel comfortable to work with them, then you can start working with them. And, make sure you tell them that, do the shipments, once they have 10 or 15 or 25 items. When I was doing my prep center, I was using my prep center. The guy knew that he had to wait until he had 25 items for me to do one shipment. But I was sending like 150, 200 a week. So, he was doing shipments every week. And try not to, buy 5 today and 5 next week, because they're not going to wait for you, a long time. They want to see, 10, 15 within a few days. and then they prep it, they send it, and they'll charge you, whatever, every week or every 2 weeks, or whatever service they give you on that time.
Awesome, brother. Awesome information. Yeah, as always, find a good website that had a very good website, very good stuff. You know that they're friendly. You know that they're not going to give you trouble. So yeah, Rafael is asking, how can I find out on Amazon Central if I'm eligible to sell on Amazon.ca? Just go to your account, and the top you'll be able to toggle between accounts or platforms. It's going to tell you Amazon.com, Amazon.ca, Amazon Mexico, so you'll be able to do that. I know that in Amazon, for US-based customers or clients of Seller Central, usually they need to apply to get approved in Amazon.ca and Amazon Mexico. But that was an old news. I think a lot of people now, the new people are able to get enrolled right away in it automatically. So please check that.
As long as you're a pro customer, Amazon professional, you can sell on CA in Mexico. The only thing you have to be careful is if you're gonna sell on Canada or Mexico, you have to send the product to the warehouse in Canada or Mexico. So it's very tricky, and you have to be careful about that. The other thing that I had a customer that had that situation is that if you switch between, if you switch to Canada or from your Seller Central, make sure you switch back to the US, because I had one customer that they switched to Canada to check it out. It's the same platform, but it's, they wanted to check it out. They didn't switch back to the US, and then they were doing the shipments, and they were calling me like, why do they want me to send, my shipment to Ontario? And I was like, I don't know. And then we figured out they were doing everything under the Canada platform. So you have to be careful, unless you want to send everything to Canada or national.
I'm laughing because it happened to me once. Because I'm always in .ca and .com. So in the beginning when I started, I did the same thing. I just switched, didn't toggle between them, and I was still on .com, and I want to ship something retail arbitrage within Canada. And I was like, telling me to the New York or something. I was like, what's going on here? I was like, I didn't do that. I don't want to send them there. Why did they want me to send them there? And then I was like, oh my God, I did switch. It was a big deal. I had to call Amazon Central. I was like, why, what happened? But because before that, I sent some stuff for private label. So, yeah, guys. What?
I'm going to give you a bonus right now for everybody.
Please do.
If you go to your selling account and then you go to fulfillment by Amazon, go all the way down to export settings, and where it says Amazon.com, you can edit that option and choose FBA Global Export and activate that for yourself. It's going to ask you to put the name of your company. You approve it, you save it, and it's going to be well, actually, let me show you, Saad. I'm sorry, I'm going to take a few minutes out of to fulfillment by Amazon, all the way down. Everybody do that, and I think I had that on the settings last week, but I want to make sure you have this option right here. Export settings, Amazon.com, FBA Global Export. You can use edit right here, and you'll have to click on this and then put the name of. Actually, it's gonna do it automatically. Just put the name of your store. You update that. And what that is it's gonna let you based on your inventory, it's gonna let you sell people that it's, for example, in the UK, but they go to Amazon.com and they want to buy something from the .com. They can, your items, if they're eligible, they're gonna show up. They can buy it, and they're gonna pay, a lot of shipping. But some countries, they want to have the items because there's no other way to have them. So they go to Amazon.com, they purchase from there, and whatever shipping they have to pay, and Amazon send it to them to to South America or any country. I get a lot of orders. Once you have that option, the items that are qualified, they're gonna show up on the orders for people that is outside the U.S. And that's a good way to sell international without doing anything, because that's gonna take your product that is on the FBA U.S. Warehouse, and they'll ship it to the customers with that option. So that's a good thing to have. That's a secret. Yeah, but people have to go to Amazon.com. So I have people from my country, from Guatemala. They don't have Amazon there, so they go to Amazon.com. They buy whatever, pay whatever shipping, 20, $30 for shipping. They'll get it in 2 weeks. But if you have that option on, you can be the seller for that item, and you're on your inventory that is in the US. Um, I just want to say, man, we're giving you everything we can so you can learn the process, learn all the tricks. We're giving you a lot of stuff. We have the list, the lead list service. We don't want to push it that much. I am gonna post a document that I've been working on for a little while for you guys also to have. That's gonna have like a list of over 300 different websites that you can go and source. I mean, you can spend hours and hours looking at products and analyzing, and if you want to do that, go ahead and do it. We just have the service, so you don't have to spend hours analyzing. We just give you, 10, 12 items a day. You just go through those, and I know there's people like Eric that he sent me an email yesterday that he purchased like $1,500 just on the leads that he gets. So we'll give you everything. We'll give you a list of websites that you can go and spend hours analyzing, and we'll give you that kind of service so you can spend less time. But we don't want to just push service. An option for you guys, and we'll give you 2 weeks for free so you can use it, and I hope you guys like it. All right, guys, have a good afternoon.